Gotta tell my friend that his marriage is over. A mutual friend of ours, Renee, lied about a work trip and really moved to another state and in with a man from her job. They both agreed to get transferred to a new city to work, and they're making the jump together. She sent me a long text about it and how she's doing it like this because she's afraid that Sebastian will react poorly in person. She said she never plans to speak to Sebastian again, and since they have no marriage license, it's over. How do I share this horrid news? Well, that's fucked up. She's afraid that Sebastian will react poorly in person. I'd be concerned if he didn't react poorly. I feel like there's a ton more to the story that we're not getting. She said she never plans to speak to Sebastian again, and since they have no marriage license, it's over. Were they living in a place that recognizes common law marriages? If so, this could get very messy. What the fuck, Renee? No responses from OP in 4 hours. Posted to 3 subs. Account from today. Sus, as the youth say. Forward the text. We don't have the full story, but it seems like a very cowardly way of breaking up with someone. What I mean is, we don't know if Sebastian is violent or verbally abusing, but if it isn't the case, my God. To answer your question, I think you should go see your friend in person and tell him what really happened to him. Tell Renee to do her own dirty work. Block number. Walk away. Never get involved with the relationships of your friends. Is there a history of domestic violence in this relationship? Why is it your responsibility? Sebastian murdered Renee and is sending this text pretending to still be alive and explain her disappearance. Answer: Hey Sebastian. Your marriage is over. Renee moved in with a man from her job. Sorry. Pretty basic. Maybe it's just all of the true crime I've been watching talking. But are we sure that Renee is the one texting you? If one of my friends did this, and it was out of character, I'd want to verify that they were the ones sending the message and not someone who was trying to cover up her disappearance. The only proper response is new phone who dis. Do they have kids? Is Sebastian abusive or something? She won't do it face to face. There's some missing. How does any of this concern you? You are about to make yourself the relay person for this dumpster fire. Do you think he will just leave you alone once you say something? Just show your friend the texts. If Sebastian thinks she's gone on a work trip, won't he notice something is afoot when she doesn't come back? The way I see it, you have 2 options. 1, tell your friend and show him the texts for proof. Then be there for him as he deals with the fallout. 2, delete the texts and claim you don't know anything, never received them if Renee later tells him she told you. If I were your friend, and it was happening to me, I'd want to know. In Song with a Ukulele. Run away. Don't even try to close the lid on that dumpster fire, just get as far away as possible. You should stay out of this. React poorly in person sounds like beat the shit out of me. If he has been beating her, be honest and say she left because you're a shitstain of a human. If she's just a shithouse and doesn't want to tell him, then I'd tell her to sort it herself. Someone's way out of line on this one. Not enough info to say who it is. How are they married without license? For one thing, mind your business and avoid getting in the middle of this mess. You don't know the full story. Your friend could be an abuser and you would be none the wiser. Abusers are great at keeping up appearances but are different people behind closed doors. Definitely do not tell him anything about where she moved to or who she's with. She could end up dead. Even if he's not an abuser, which there's no way you could know for sure. Getting involved in other people's relationships rarely ends well. Just be there for him and be a good friend while he goes through the breakup. Why are you the middleman in a dumpster fire of a marriage? Unless this Sebastian guy is your best friend, it's not even remotely your problem. Ignore it. The best thing to do is stay out of it. Sebastian can always build anew the sea. You don't. This is really shitty of her to make telling Sebastian your responsibility. She needs to put her big girl panties on and end her own relationship. Not your circus, not your clowns. I'm confused. Are they married or just engaged? How is there no marriage license? Since they have no marriage license, it's over, so they aren't married. My best friend told me my ex-wife was cheating on me. It wasn't his fault for telling me, but whenever we hung out it was a constant painful reminder of how my marriage ended. I just drifted away and we don't talk at all anymore. My advice: be the one to help. Pick up the broken pieces. Basically, one of these two people should no longer be your friend. Because someone is a fucking monster here. Just stay out of it. You don't know what's going on in their relationship. If Sebastian needs a friend to lean on afterwards, that's your moment to step in. That falls into the not your business. Not your job to break any news to Sebastian or anyone else. Stay out of it. You will do nothing but gain two enemies for life: Sebastian and his ex. You'll be the one that broke up your own business. I don't see where you are saying they are a couple. Yet people are calling her a cheating whore. You can live with someone and not be romantically involved. You said she's afraid he may react poorly. This could be a sign of prior abuse that you are not aware of. It could very well be that she has been getting abused and spoke with a counselor who has helped her plan an escape. That is the way this story is reading to me. I would just walk away from the situation. Tell her that she needs to tell him directly. It's going to wreck him no matter what. But it will be a lot better coming from her than by proxy. Also, I understand wanting to do right by your friend. But it's not your circus. Try to stay out of it as much as you can. Absolutely do not get involved. The only way this is any form of acceptable is if Sebastian is an abusive sociopath. Which, if that's the case, why are you friends with him? Assuming that is not the case, stay out of it and tell Renee to do her own dirty work. I'd recommend grabbing a pen and a carrier pigeon. Now throw the pen away and set the pigeon free. Then I'd recommend minding your own business. Not your place. Don't get involved. Tell the friend that moved to do her dirty work. Block her number. Then let it all be sorted out on its own. Say nothing. Screenshot the message and send to him. He's not going to give a shit if you are sorry or gentle. This one's gonna hurt and it doesn't have anything to do with you. Depends how good of a relationship you have. If it's good friend, I would reach out and say something like, I just got an insane text from Renee, I'm forwarding it to you now. And then ask if they wanted you to come over. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't get in the middle. Sounds like you can stay out of it. Either Renee has legitimate concerns that her safety will be compromised and you being involved at all might put her in danger. Or Renee is in a situation that her choosing and how she's handling it, and you can just be there for your friend without being a middleman.